What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Alright, it is almost the 19th of June, and you guys know what that means. I still can't believe, actually, that we are this close to The Last of Us 2 dropping. The last time they delayed this game, they didn't even give us a release date, and I was so sure that The Last of Us 2 was probably going to be coming out on the PS5. I didn't expect that they would just be delaying it for a further couple of weeks. Although, I still believe that the reason that they're pushing it out just now is because of all the devastating leaks that happened last month. So, I don't know. For me personally, the leaks don't bother me. I haven't seen them, luckily. I'm like, stay away, mods! Deal with that. So even if I do happen to get something, I mean, it's inevitable. It's the internet. Spoilers happen. Trolls happen. And I just feel like it's not going to take away my enjoyment of this game. I'm still super excited for this game. The Last of Us, for me, it just holds such a special place in my heart. And I still can't believe that Studio hasn't played it. I'm like, dude, come on. I'm going to try and get him to play the first one. He doesn't have much time, but I would try and get him to play the first one before the second one comes out. Then that way when I play it, we can play it together and then I can at least talk to him about it. But as it stands, he hasn't even played the first game yet, so he doesn't even like understand the hype. Dude. We have a 23-minute video to react to today. Basically, this is from State of Play. It has literally just happened. I wanted to wait and then I'll watch it after. So I'm excited. Apparently, it's got some new gameplay. Yes. I know this game is gonna rock. I can feel it in my heart. And I've been desperate for a new adventure game like this. And I hope to see some clickers and some bloaters. And I don't really have any thoughts about like the negativity towards the game or things like that. People were kind of kicking off about the dogs and things. And I'm like, well, I mean, I don't like killing dogs in video games. But, you know, if I have to, then I'll get on with it, I guess. But I'm just excited to bring this game to my channel and go on this adventure with you guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. All right, let's do this.
I know you wish things were different.
I wish I had time to go back and play through the first game again. It's so good.
Ellie! But they ain't.
Please stop! I'm leaving tomorrow.
Do you remember when Ellie tried to leave in the first game and took the horse?
You're leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want. But not at any cost.
I feel like Ellie's gonna be quite twisted in this game just because of the life that she's led.
Help you make it.
She's gonna have to have like hardened up from a young age.
I have to finish it.
There's a cost.
I just don't like the idea of her walking away from Joel. I'm like, they're better together.
Maybe you should have.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and the Director of The Last of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands.
I
The
cannot
has been
wait.
long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence. You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
God, I'm just so excited. You guys have no
I don't know what
idea.
happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. They were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
And he couldn't do it.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice. Her
By
journey will take her
herself,
to new
though?
parts of the country previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the story unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The
God,
city
it just
exhibits
looks
drastic
so
shifts in
stunning. I
architecture,
can't
elevation,
wait.
and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing her to discover new
Nice.
areas, resources, and side narratives.
Get her the ladder from Death Stranding.
These more open environments also create new strategic considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains. Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them.
That's awesome.
However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly.
I was gonna say that would be pretty
As Ellie
noisy
uncovers
though.
the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle, and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites,
Oh my god, of
Or
course you have to
scars.
bring religion into it.
defined by the
Ugh.
self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
What does that mean? Ah!
Beyond this conflict among survivors,
Oh,
the threat
no!
that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected.
The clickers!
They are the recently infected runners, who are more numerous and aggressive in this game. The blind but extremely deadly clickers,
I hate
and
them!
the stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence.
But are they still a one-hit kill?
Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims.
Oh my god.
But our most
what?
terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
Dinosaurs! They sound terrifying.
Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage. The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover. They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence.
Oh, that's bull!
Listen mode will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection.
Oh, wow.
25
That's
years after the
insane.
pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks.
I was gonna say, that was
Learning how
awesome.
opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counter.
Freaking Dark Souls up in here.
You can use throwable items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow.
Oh, this just looks
Using them as a shield
fantastic.
to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move.
God, it is so brutal, you know?
Ellie isn't always alone on her journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
I'm not seeing any like running with Joel. This is the bit
Between
that I'm
human
gonna look forward
survivors
to
and
the
roaming
most.
infected,
Anything with
there will be
clickers,
times
I
when
just
multiple threats are
love.
present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left.
Ah, sick! I've done that so many times in the first game. You're just always like, there you go, runners, have some fun. And then you just sit back and watch the party.
Our goal is to create unparalleled attention, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become part of your character. Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
That reminds me of the hospital section from the end of the first game. It looks kind of like it.
All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey. As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2.
I feel like there's gonna be some Outlast moments.
On June 19th. Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay.
Yay!
Enjoy.
Let's do this! Oh, I wish we would have had a demo of this game. That would have been so nice. It just looks so pretty. Oh, can you imagine this game on the PS5? It's a shame that it had to get leaked and they couldn't have debuted this on the PS5. I feel like that was their original goal.
What the fuck are they talking about?
I just remember the swimming in the first game and I was like, oh. In fact, I remember that being one of like the scariest parts actually of the first game. When Joel falls down and then you have to swim through that area and find the key card and things like that. Oh, come on! You would hear that! Oh, headphones in, okay.
Hands up. Do you know a girl named Nora?
Sure, yeah.
Is that a PSP?
Where is she?
In the hospital.
Where in the hospital?
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Ah! You idiot! She would have let you live! Oh my god, that was freaking savage! Ooh! Wow. There goes the PSP. What was she playing? Can we see?
So it's away. Word is we're almost wrapped up.
Good. I got my girl waiting for him for Bob.
You shitting me? They put you with Joe again?
Hey, we get the job done.
See, I wonder what happened to the fireflies from the first game. Because there must have been some of them left.
It makes these shifts so much easier.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Because obviously we were going to be handing Ellie over to the fireflies, but we didn't take them all out.
Hope that's our guy's exit.
Maybe we did.
Hey, did you hear about we're all getting called up to the pub?
I heard that Isaac wants us to retake all of downtown.
I heard we might take the fight to them.
Oh, no way. Not after what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
That's what I heard.
I love the way they do these gameplay demos where it's like panning the camera like super slow so that it's all cinematic. Like I remember when I got to debut Final Fantasy 15 and they were teaching me how to actually pan the camera and like where to look for these kind of demos and stuff. Oh, it was so good. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm gonna be taking mental notes of this just now, and I'm like, right, okay, when I get to this bit, this is how we do it. I just really hope that this game is as good as the first one. I mean, this story is kind of what made the first one even more epic, so... Oh no! Is there a way that we can turn off the dog squeal? Because my heart is too pure when it comes to dogs and like, oh, it's gonna be so horrible. I'm gonna have to try and like, just not even think about it, you know? But if we could turn off the dog squeal, that would be nice. It's like, it's not the dog's fault that it's on that side, you know? We shouldn't be using animals. Anyway, I'm sure I'll get over it. But killing people, fine. Easy peasy. I love that they kept that noise. That noise always gives me like major anxiety because you know that an enemy is like about to spot you and it's like, whoa, where's it coming from?
Saw movement. I'll go check it out.
He saw nothing.
Holy shit! Shit! Look out! Move! Over here! Drop her now, crook! Asshole!
Why didn't you just shoot her? Like, that was savage. Look at that weapon! Oh no! Ah! Yuck. Hey, there's like a blood splat on the screen. You see that? God, Ellie is just... Remember, like, little innocent Ellie? Oh, oh, oh. Aiming like Suzy then. Yeah, remember sweet little innocent Ellie? She did. I wonder if she knows that Joel lied to her at the end of the first game. I wonder if it will cover that. I feel like she does know. There's no way that they went on that journey, get to the Fireflies, and then... Oh yeah, there was nothing they could do. We were actually wrong the entire time, you know. Maybe that's why she's not as close to Joel anymore. I guess we'll have to just wait and see. Considering everything that's going on at the moment, there's actually a lot of games coming out that I'm really excited for in the next couple of months.
Here.
I'm not stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this...
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
Weren't they just like right behind us, or were they in a different room? That's strange. I thought they were like right behind her just then.
Don't scream. Put that shit down. You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
I need to know more! Damn it! That was like the quickest 20-odd minutes of my life. Oh my gosh. Why can't I have it now? It's not greedy to want it now, is it? Amazing. I am so excited to bring you guys The Last of Us 2 on my channel. Of course, if you don't have the game, but you're interested in the first game, I do have the entire thing. It's on the homepage of my YouTube channel. You can check it out. It's phenomenal. Honestly, I just want to go and play it, but I'm so busy just now, and it breaks my heart because I want nothing more than to just go live and play it on hard mode again and just have some fun. Oh my gosh, if you are streaming this game, let me know over on my Twitter so I can just watch while I'm busy editing. I would love to see someone's first playthrough of The Last of Us 1. So what do you guys think now that you have watched all of that? Are you even more excited? Are you gonna find it strange not playing as Joel in the second game? That's gonna take me a little bit to get used to because Joel, for me, was one of the main reasons why the first game was just such a success to me. I love the dynamic between the two characters and like the father-daughter kind of roles that they fell into. That's what made it super special. So for me, it has a lot to live up to, but I'm excited. I'm so ready to play it now. Not much longer. And of course, you guys can watch my first playthrough of The Last of Us 2 very, very soon on my YouTube channel. So let me know what you thought about this episode of State of Play in the comments. Thank you so much for watching my reaction, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.